Well, hello and welcome to the Reformed Review. This is Pastor Kevin O'Connor again, and I wanted to get on here and share another resource of mine. As a pastor, this book has been vital to me in my understanding of being a minister, and it is almost as if I get to sit with the Prince of Preachers at Pastor's College and be taught. This is Spurgeon's Lectures to My Students. And I have to tell you that this book, among many other resources, but this book has been one of those resources that I have cherished since I've gotten it. My wife got me this several years ago. It's got some tape in it holding some things together. But this is part of Spurgeon's lectures from when he had Pastor's College there at the church. And the sections that I've read, and I've read nearly all of them, not all of them, but nearly all of them. And these are lectures that have been written down. The first one that's in here is the minister's self-watch, how the minister watches over his own life, that his life is to mirror what he's reading, and he's to be vigilant in his walk with the Lord. I mean, this is very, very, very useful. The preacher's private prayer. This is on page 43 is where this one starts. And this lecture for me was such a infinite volume of how I need to approach prayer as a pastor, how much need I have of prayer. I want to read just a short section of this from where he begins. He says, "Of course, the preacher is above all others distinguished as a man of prayer. He prays as an ordinary Christian, else he were a hypocrite. He prays more than ordinary Christians, else he were disqualified for the office which he has undertaken. It would be wholly monstrous, says Bernard, for a man to be highest in office and lowest of soul, first in station and last in life. Over all other relationships, the preeminence of the pastor's responsibility casts a halo, and if true to his master, he becomes distinguished for his prayerfulness in them all." The way that Spurgeon drives the preacher to prayer in this chapter, the way that he shows maybe your weakness in prayer and your need for devout prayer, is challenging and enlightening. And then it moves right into the fourth lecture on public prayer and how we are to pray, and the habits that we should form in prayer, godly, good habits of prayer. And this book, I cannot recommend this book enough. This is Lectures to My Students by Charles Haddon Spurgeon. I believe this is a Holman production, this book here. No, this is a Hendrickson Publishing Company book. If you want the title page or the copyright page, there it is. But this would be one that I would recommend not only to preachers, okay, because certainly preachers need to read this. I think this is formative and very useful reading for Even the most learned man. I mean, even if you are a doctorate, have a doctorate in theology and a master of divinity, you would gain such deep thought in prayer and in life with this book. I would encourage the everyday Christian to get this book and to read it and to learn at the feet of Spurgeon on these topics. I think it's an invaluable tool for me. It's one that uh, I've read that chapter on private prayer a dozen times, but every time I read it, it is still a great challenge and a great encouragement to me when I do read it. And I would that's my next resource that I want to highlight on the channel on the Reformed Review is Spurgeon's lectures to his students. God bless you. Keep reading.